Hello and welcome to another special video review, and tonight we've got the Zeta toys ZA-04 Armageddon's Uproar, which is obviously their version of Brawl, and he is quite quite an awesome figure. Now, sorry, I've been feeling under the weather lately. My voice may sound weird and I may cough a lot, but I'm feeling a bit better, so I've got tons of reviews piling up that I need to be doing, so stay tuned to my channel, because you'll be spammed with new reviews in the upcoming days. Alright, so we've got Uproar right here in the box. Brawl, obviously, so on the side we've got the robot mode, a really nice view of him. On top we've got Zeta, on the other side we've got the tank mode, and underneath we've got some warning blah 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 with the code. If you have a special problem, you can use this code. And in the back we've got a foot. Just you pile up all of the boxes together. I'm guessing you're gonna get a nice cool pictures of Bruticus. But yeah, so far we've only have 3 out of the Zeta Bruticus, or as he's called, Armageddon, and I cannot wait to get all the others. So nothing else in the box. Right out the box we've got the instructions and the card. So yeah, I'm not a big fan of the card, but this one is a really nice hard plastic credit card looking card. So nice art. We've got some stats with the robot mode and tank mode in the back, blah 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 stats. Like I said, I'm not a big fan of cards and whatnot. Instructions are actually pretty damn fine. Haven't had any problem with them. In fact, they did help, because I was bummed a couple of times, except for one thing the instruction shows us that really bothers me. So here we have some heart at the top of the page. We've got the robot mode, tank mode, and leg mode right here. We've got some basic instructions, which is cool. In the back we've got the rest of the instructions up until we get to the tank mode, and up until we get to the leg mode. Here's my part that really bothers me. They tell you how to bend the storage of the ped rail. It's really cool. Like, oh cool, we know now how to bend the ped rail, but this panel doesn't remove itself, so there's absolutely no way for you to put the threads, tank threads, in that. There's no way to just move them so that it'll look like this and store perfectly. Absolutely no way. There's like a chance in a million that the threads will all pile up exactly like this. Like, there's absolutely no way this happens to you. And it really bothers me, so it's like, oh, that's the way to do it. Yeah, but it's almost impossible. So this really bothers me a lot. And next up, you open up the box, and this is what we have. The foam, remove it. We can remove the bag right here. So we've got an empty styrofoam, and we've got the accessories. Let's check those out first. So we've got the gun right here. A nice big gun, if you can focus, which looks good, I guess. It's pretty cool. Absolutely nothing to it. There's no transformation, no movable parts, just some metallic gray part on the side, and that's it. Kind of cool, but set this aside. And inside we've got some replacement tank threads, just in case you break some. You've got like 4 additional ones. There used to be more, but the thing is, mine, I don't know if it was intended or something, but in robot mode, it was okay when I took it out of the box, the figure itself. But when I tried to transform it into tank mode, the tank threads, the pedrails, were not long enough. So I had to take some extras from the bag and put them by default on it. So that's pretty much it. Kind of weird, but yeah. And here we have some really soft rubber antennas. This is going to be going on the tank turret once it's in tank mode. So let's come back to this later. Don't want to lose them. Alright. And let's move on to the Blood Resistance, the Brawl figure. So be really careful. The figure is really tight packed. So just pull one side and bingo. And you see the very first problem actually happening. So yeah. Alright, so there's nothing else in the styrofoam box. Let's remove it. So now we have Brawl out of the package, looking like this. And yeah, first off, the tank treads are a mess. They will peg off really easily, so it's not a big problem. It's just really annoying. Next up, it's not properly transformed. As you can see, he doesn't have any feet, so you want to come down here and open up the feet like this, and the heels on each side like so. You want to spread the legs just a little bit, move the arms, come to the back, and take the turret out. Make sure the skirt is down, and you want to have this joint flat on the back, but there's a slider on the turret tank, so you want to slide the turret up, and right here there's on the turret there's 2 peg holes that will peg on the back. It's kind of hard, but right here and right here there's 2 pegs, and they peg in here and here, and now the robot mode is completely done. And this is how he looks, and he looks great. This is a really nice looking Brawl. And yeah, he is really big. He is masterpiece-ish size, and I really love the scale of this. And just a quick size comparison. Here's his buddy Blastoff and his other buddy Vortex, and they look really freaking cool together. I really love this set, and I cannot wait to have Swindle and Onslaught. Oh, I'm such in the I really want to have the figure right now. Bruticus has always been one of my favorite, and this set looks so goddamn amazing. Now, of all the 3 so far, they are all great figures, but the sheer annoyances of the tank threads, the pedrails, really bothers me a lot and makes this figure, to me, so far the least good of the 3 sets so far. Yeah, he's a cool figure, good looking and everything, but tank threads that are really annoying. And another thing is the legs connector right here. So there's a peg on the underneath the knee, I guess, that pegs into the leg. It goes in, but comes out so easily. So this is another problem to me. So yeah, so move this, move the threads again, make this as tight as possible to make it look or feel less floppy. But yeah, articulation, let's move the camera up a little bit. Articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so it goes up and down like this. It doesn't rotate perfectly. I don't really understand why the back of the head is green and the front is black. They could have just made the whole head black. It's kind of odd. Just focus. Right, yeah, so it's green black, and orange. And on the card and the box, it shows yellow eyes, but this one is orange. Doesn't bother me a lot. It's just weird difference. As for the arms, we've got a swivel at the shoulder right here that goes up like this, down like this. We do have a swivel for the arm that goes 360. On the arms, we've got a swivel like this and a double jointed elbow. We also have a swivel on the side. Focus. The wrist is on a swivel. The fingers are all independent, and the thumb doesn't move at all. The waist does have a swivel like this. If we move the skirt up, the leg does move out like this, but it holds, but it doesn't, it's kind of weird. It's not as if the leg is too heavy, and in the back it can move it like this, but then you have to move the turret because it's hindering the. And on the side it goes the full Van Damme. Kind of cool. As for the knee, it does bend 90 degrees. But then again, like I said, the leg does tend to pop out really easily, and you have to pop it back in, which is really annoying. As for the foot, we do have a side swivel like this. It's kind of odd. So it's supposed to just swivel side to side, but yeah, you can pop it out immensely. So this, and the toes goes up and down, and the heels goes up and down, and it's pretty much it for articulation. Yoink! Cool figure, highly articulated, but yeah, the tank threads and the underneath the knee connectors, it's really bothering me. So let's move on to transformation, perhaps. Alright, transformation. Now, the transformation is not that complicated. Especially going to tank mode, it's not that bad. It's rather easy. Everything moves fluently, and you know where everything goes. It's just the tank treads. The tank treads will drive you nuts. They drove me nuts, and they probably will to you too. Alright, so first up, let's start with the arms. Straight those up. Turn them around. Open up the panel right here, and rotate the hand down and close the panel back in. Once the arms are like this, push them in like this. Flip this panel up, and pull them out like this. Spin them around like this, and close them back like this. Like this. Close them together and push them back down. Alright, the same thing on the other side. So open the panel, flip the wrist in, close this in, straight up the arms, rotate it like this. It's kind of squeaky. Close this up, flip this open, pull it out, twist it around, and close like this, close like this, snap them together, close it back in like this. So the arms are done now. Next up, you want to move these like this, move these like this, so that they are somewhat, along the chests. Next up, you want to rotate the legs all the way around. Come to the crotch piece and pull it out and flip it down like this. It's kind of odd, but it's a really useful part. Next up, you want to squeeze on each side of the chest. They are spring-loaded chest just squeeze them, and then you want to rotate this. Oh wait, just before. You want to split the chest. This is a really hard part because it's tight, but just split the chest like this and just shove the head back in. It's on a elevator thingy, so you want to shove the head in and close the chest back in. And like so. Alright, next up you want to squeeze the stomach, and then you rotate the chest up like this. Next, you want to peg the arms on the side of this, on each side. It's just a matter of lining everything up, like so. And this one, like so. So this is pretty much the top of the tank mode. Leave the turret like this for now. Come to the feet, close the heels first, close the feet second, like this. Come to the back of the knee, flip the knees, and now they are good to go. So this like this, this like this, this like this. Next up, you want to flip these panel up. This will free the threads like this. So flip this up, free the threads, pull them out like this. And what I like to do is just kind of bring them like this. So this kind of keeps the thread circle lined. And yeah, it won't hold because it's loose, but yeah. You accordion the leg in like so. Accordion the other leg in like so. And like this, and peg the legs together. Alright, so we've got like this. Close these panel up, and bring this up like this. Don't peg them right now, because right now you can see the arms needs to be pegged in correctly. And there's tabs, holes right here on each side, and tabs on the arms right here, and pegs right here, and they need to be clipped on, so be really careful. So this goes in like this. Gotta make sure everything is lined up perfectly. Sorry. Alright, like this, like this, like this. On the other side, it's missing these. Alright, like this. Next up, make sure this is closed up. Next up, you want to bring the threads up, but before putting down, right here there's a tab. It's kind of hard to see, but right here there's a tab you need to pull out like this. So make sure the threads are like this, and then you bring it down like so, and you peg the tank, the tab you just opened up underneath the tank, like so. So same thing on the other side. Bring this up, open the tab right here, bring it up, and close it like so. And now you have Brawl completed. Oh wait, the turret. Bring the turret, and as you move it like this, you can see there's a tiny peg hole right here, and there's a tiny peg hole underneath where the crotch used to be. So you need to bring this down and peg it in like so, and you can move the tank turret either back. Oh, can't see anything. So you can move the turret back, forward, as you wish. Next up, you want to pull the cannon out completely, and once it's fully out, you can move it up and down. Final thing, now you may need a sharp tool. I'm gonna use these scissors. There's some tabs on each side right here. They are not explained in the instructions at all, but these tabs, especially in robot mode, locks the tank threads. So if you clip like this, they won't move, but if you flip it down, a move, and this will help you a lot in robot mode, so that the threads don't just fly around everywhere. So use those. When I opened up the figure out of the box, these tabs were actually flipped completely inside and were really hard to pull out, and I had to remove the threads completely to take out the tabs. So now I'm just leaving them down like this. So this is a really big recommend, and as you can see, sorry. Yeah, I'm still under the weather. So yeah, like you can see, this locks the threads. Really, really useful. So yeah, now we are done. He's in tank mode. Everything is perfect. And he looks really freaking cool. This is a nice brawl. Yeah, he can roll, but my table is so lossy. Yeah, you know, tank threads does roll. Sorry. Alright, so there's brawl. We can put the antennas. Let's just bring those out back from the bag. And there you go, remove the thread. And we can put the antennas in the back right here. There's one. And there's the other one. And if you want, you can also peg the gun on the turret. It's kind of big, but yeah. So yeah, there's not much else to say about it. The tank thread does roll. The turret does go 360 without any problem. Goes up and down, and yeah. Sorry. Quick comparison. Here's his buddy Vortex, a really huge helicopter next to him, and we've got Blast Off that's off screen. Yeah, these are really huge figures, and I cannot wait to get the whole set and make the biggest Bruticus figure out so far. So yeah, like I said, even though he is my favorite of the Combaticons, I have to say that so far out of Blastoff and Vortex, I have to say that Brawl is so far the weakest link. And weakest link is just, it's not just a wordplay because of the tank treads, but they are weak. They are a cool feature, but I could have lived without it, you know. I wouldn't mind, just to make it less annoying. It's a really cool feature, but ultimately it just falls flat, you know. The design and execution is just weird for it. So yeah, still awesome figure. And standalone figures, they are nice together, but obviously we want them for Bruticus. So let's wait up for Swindle and Onslaught, and then we'll patch them all up into Giant Bruticus. I don't even know how I'm gonna pull it, because I don't even have the workspace for him. So all right, so that's pretty much it for ZA-04 Armageddon Uproar from Zeta Toys. Now this is my first video since the YouTube withdrawal thingy, so I don't have enough subscribers. But for those that subscribe, I don't want to. I never beg for subscription and you know, likes and thumbs and shares and stuff like that. I never beg for those. But for those that did subscribes and those that does post comments, likes, and shares, I just want to say to you, thank you. I really appreciate it. So you're the ones that makes me keeping doing this. So yeah, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.